Hey, how's it going, everybody? Oh, been one of those days. Not really. It's been a little different. Actually, I just noticed on the Cliched Crow podcast I recorded last night. I have it scheduled for release next Wednesday, and it's got a copyright claim, but all I use is Streambeats, Stream Site, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and the DMC free stuff from Riot. It's like, man, these people are just claiming stuff that they've never touched or never created. Just get $1 or two. It's like, come on, bunch of vultures, weasels actually affect us as a creator that, spends an enormous amount of time trying to play the game while you got these idiots coming in and ruin it for everybody else. That's why we can't have nice things, is it? That's all right. That's right. Oh, so how's it going, everybody? Welcome in to the show. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of that later. Ugh. Some people, I tell ya. But yeah, actually, what we're gonna be doing tonight is we're gonna be taking a look over Gilded, showing off some of the features and awesome stuff that you can do with Gilded that you really can't over with Discord, or some of the features that you would have to pay on Discord or are free on Gilded. So this is going to be a Gilded eccentric show, but I'm also going to be taking care of a couple other things as well. First thing is actually going to be recording two segments having to deal with Blemish, because I still haven't done that, and there is one scheduled for Saturday and another one for the following week. So it's not going to take too long, so bear with me. We're just going to have some fun while we're doing this. Alrighty. So one of them is the Glimish channel customization. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the way and taken care of, so we can get on to the meat and potatoes. Talking about Gilded. I almost said Glimished or Glimendled. Some weird mixture of words. But let me go ahead and pop over here. There we go. I'm gonna minimize that for now. Okay. Turn the music down because that's kind of blaring. All right, here we go. The first one is the channel customization. Okay. All right, so you already have an account and created everything else within your Glimish account to get ready for streaming. One thing that you might have missed is actually customizing the channel, the look of it. And that's actually a very simple process. I'll show you here in just one moment. So I'm already logged into my Glimish account. So what you want to do first, as always, go to glimish.tv. Make sure you log in with your account credentials. Click on the little drop down that is right beside your avatar and your name. You want to go to settings, and what's this going to do? It's going to bring you to your profile. So this is a default location that it brings you to. You can go ahead, set this up to go ahead and change the look of your profile. So if you want to see what it looks like, this is what your profile kind of looks like in preview mode. I don't know why it's kind of like blown out. It uses it uses drop down for adding text or images or anything how you want it to look. So it's bringing in the full image size. So let me go ahead and pop it back over to edit. So what you want to do is you want to go to your channel settings right here on the left. Now here is where you can customize your channel's information. You can change the image that it's going to be whenever you're offline, it automatically shows an image. Basically what you want to do is have an image directing potential people that come to your channel to either find you on Twitter or your Gilded server or your Discord server or wherever you might want to congregate and have your community meet if when you're offline. You can also put a chat background, which I have not done on this channel yet. I do have it on my this one. I have a pretty cool like a bottle cap type motif going. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty interesting and fun to see it. You also got different ways that you can go about things as well. So if you go to let's see. So if you go scroll down here, and also you'll have like the max size here for like the channel poster. You want to have it as 1920 by 1080, and the chat background. You want to make sure it's kind of be able to lay itself into a pattern. You can use any kind of image as long as because it's going to be a pattern size, but it's got to be a max size of 100 kilobits. Also, you go down here, you can put in your stream information. This is what you usually want to do, and every single time you stream, you want to change out the title and the category, the game tags that you use. If you want to use recent chat messages, if you want them to show, it's totally up to you. You can have a yes or no, and it's going to be at least five messages posted in the last hour when a new viewer joins in. You can also have automatic links be clickable or block viewers from posting links, require confirmed email before chatting, and you require a minimum account link before chatting. So it depends on how many, if you want only people that have an account that is older than like an hour, you can go ahead, put that particular number in here as well. You can also do chat rules. This is a chat customization. Again, this is all markdown. You can it's supported, but you also have your quick links up here for your bold, italic, heading sizes, quotes, and so on and so forth. You can go ahead and put a chat customization for chat rules, like whatever you expect people to follow the rules or expect them to follow the rules whenever you come into your channel. Now, in order to change the about section of your channel, I'll show you here an example. I'll go to mine. So I have here these images. I made it so these images are separated, but they kind of look like they're one big image. I did that to make things a little bit more easier for me, but if what you want to do is go to back into settings, and what you want to do is on your profile. This is where the meat and potatoes is. So as you see here, I'm using Markdown. I used a Markdown editor. You can use something like Odyssey, or there's free Markdown template editors all over the internet. So you don't have to use one over the other. They're all pretty much the same. But here I used where I have set up the images. I uploaded them to Imager. So I have the links here, and they also, the image themselves is an actual link to where I want them to go. So like from my YouTube channel here, which I'll have to update, is it's linked to my YouTube channel. Same thing for the Gilded and so on. This is bold. This is what it'll show. It should show up here. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's not bolded. I messed something up there. I was playing around with it, but as you can see, if I click here, it'll take me to my YouTube channel. Well, this one I was messing around, but this is all. You don't have to use images or anything like that. You can actually use just text, like I have here. If I want to go ahead, let's clear that out. And we're going to do italics. Now I can also change it to where it's just explaining, like it has an about me. You can put that all in here as well, and what your system specs are, or if you have donation links, and it's totally customizable, and it's all right here within your profile content, which is also transfers to your channel. So if I want to head update, let's go back to my channel, and it's italic, but yeah. So that is how you can customize the look of your Glimish stream. And again, like I said, just make sure you're logged in, click on the drop down, go to settings. If you want to change the section that's just below the video player, this is where you're going to change it in the profile content. Markdown is supported. You can also go into your channel settings to also add in for chat rules or anything like that, and to customize how viewers are being affected to come when they're coming into your channel to view your live stream. So that is all about customizing your Glimish channel. Give me 1 second here. Now, if you haven't taken a look at what exactly is Glimish, and this is kind of like you're just skipping a couple steps, check out this video that'll play right or actually show up right over there while I explain what is Glimish, and go ahead, check it out. It's an awesome video. Okay, so that takes care of that one. I had to remember what video I wanted to send people off to next. All right, so let's go ahead and the monetization. Okay, so let's go to channel. All right, so you got everything set up on your Glimish page, and your channel is looking pretty spiffy. What to do next? Well, Glimish actually gives you the option to actually monetize your channel right from the start. You don't need to set up any numbers. You don't need to stream how many days, and you don't need how many viewers and followers. It's just as soon as you get your account, you can go ahead and monetize your stream. Let's go ahead and show you how you can do that real quick. So what you want to do is go ahead and make sure you're logged in. Go to glimish.tv, log into your account in the upper right. Now what you want to do is click on the drop down right next to your avatar and your name. Go to settings, and what you want to go to here on the left is a section called payments. Here you'll be able to set up the monetization. Everything is gone through Stripe. So you might want to go ahead and it'll walk you also through in creating a Stripe account. I'm not going to do that because it kind of reveals personal information, but it's a very simple process. All you got to do is provide your an email that you are using and any kind of tax info that you might have. So if you're using Stripe, you can use your social security number, or if you actually have a doing business as or any kind of business, you can use your employer ID number. But it's a very simple process to go through. We'll have an option here to go ahead and start the process so you can get payments if somebody donates or subscribes to your channel. Now, after you go through that, you can also go, it'll show you your information that if you have subscribers, you get this payout history that shows you how many people are subscribed to your channel, what tiers, and it shows you how many people are subscribed to your channel and your payment history. So if you when you set up your Stripe account with your bank and everything like that, it'll say crap. When you set up your account through Stripe and also have it linked up to your bank information, it'll show your payment history, or your payout history, I should say, of how many people are subscribing to your channel. Right now, I have nobody on my particular channel right now for Two Tone Waffle, but if I did, it'll show their payout date, the amount, and you can go ahead and view your payout details on Stripe. Now, if you've gone through setting things up, you should have Glimished Payouts a check mark on all 4 of these, which means that everything is working great. If you don't, you might have to go back and manage your Stripe account to correct what might be wrong. So say if there's some kind of issue with the taxes information that you might have not put in a number, or something might be a little screwy, it's very important to go ahead and make sure you take care of that as quickly as possible, because you are dealing with taxes, especially in the US. IRS is kind of scary. But this is also a great place to see where you are sending money. If you are subscribing to somebody, another Glimished channel, it'll show up here. For in my case, I am a Glimished platform supporter. I'm sending $5 a month. I'm subscribing to the platform as a whole. So it shows my payment amount. My start date was on October 11th, and I can see my full payment history if I wanted to. I can also put in my payment information, like a credit card or anything like that. So this section within payments and your settings is the all-encompassing of how monetization within Glimished operates. So if you have any other questions, do leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get a answer to you, or try to direct you to a place that has better information if I don't know what exactly you're asking. But anyways, I hope this video was informative, and if it wasn't, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If it was, go ahead and do the same thing. I would love to hear your comments, and I'll read every single one of them. But until next time, I'll catch you later. Okay, so those 2 videos are done. Awesome. So I can close that out, and let's actually talk about Gilded, shall we? Love Gilded. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I do. I should say I do have a Discord server for my the gaming side of things. But I don't really use it. It's something that I haven't really, posted out there. I used to have a link within my I think I still have the link in my About Me on Twitch and other places about the join up on my Discord server, but I've moved everything over. I'm full board into, excuse me, I'm full board into using Gilded because I have seen so many things that so many potential things I can do with Gilded that you really can't, um, see and on Discord. Like, yes, you can do a couple things here and there, but that's pretty much it. Gilded offers you so much. Like for example, this option right here to have, I like to call them like servers within a server. You can separate out the different sections of your community. Let's say you're a gaming community, so you can have your main section here, general talking about whatever, and just have fun with that. Or what you can also do if you have a lot of people talking about, say, Overwatch. Well, you got a lot of people that are interested in Overwatch, or you don't want to, have another section here that takes up space. You can make a group that is dedicated to just Overwatch. So it's a nice thing to see, and that it's something that is not very feasible on Discord because they don't have that capability over there. So you can have as many groups as possible. I believe the number is 100 or 200 groups. But if you have that many groups, you got way too many groups. You need to start cutting some of them down or getting rid of them. But another thing is the bot flows, or creating your own like bot within your server without having to go to a third party. So I know a lot of people have a Me6 bot, or if you have Couchbot and you used to stream on Twitch, well, we have that here. You can have a Twitch bot. Go to my personal one here, where it automatically sets up that I'm streaming on Twitch. I have a Twitch bot, and it also lets post up. I don't know if I want to keep this here or not, but I mean, it's a good idea, where it says Two-Tone Waffle has stopped streaming. It lets the people know that this link, this stream is no longer live. So you can't do that on Discord. So there's a lot of things that you can do. And one thing I actually want to do, check out tonight. Let's go ahead and make a new server, because there is a bot that you can get into your server that's good for like RP games, D&D centric type servers. So let's go ahead and create a new server. Call it Two-Tone Waffle Test. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Yeah, your eyeball. We'll add games later. Okay, let's go. So here we are with a brand new, fresh off the shelf server. So I'm getting a little distracted here. 1 second. All right. So what we want to do is actually look for this bot. It's actually pretty simple. This discovery feature is amazing. So we'll go ahead, click on all servers, go to discover. Oh, there's a section here called for bots. Let's take a look in there. Now the one I want to look at is this guilds and slashes. It upgrades your D&D and RP sessions with guilds and slashes, rolling, puppets, fake accounts, inventory management, mini games, HP, stats tracker, and more. So in order to get this into your server, all you gotta do is click on add. Select a server, so it's gonna be two-tone waffle test, and continue. All right, so we got the bot in here. All right, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of setting up. It's of course, this is going to be the use case of it. So thank you for using Guilds and Slashes. Guilds and Slashes is pretty work in progress. So some features might be missing and some might be buggy. So if you find any bugs or have any suggestions, be sure to create a post for that in the Guilds and Slashes server. They have their own support server, which is probably a good idea to join so you can get some support and help. So getting started, all of the bot commands start with the prefix equals by default. This can be changed by using config prefix. Command list can be accessed by typing commands or help. Both are the same command. All right, so let's take a look at the commands. So we'll do that. Commands. All right. So you can also set up sessions. You have random roles, mini games, utilities. Let's take a look at config. All right, so this one is just where you can change out the prefix. Okay, no biggie. All right, so let's go help and item. All right, so this is manage server-wide items. So you can list every single item created in this server. You can create a new item. Okay, that's awesome. Changes one of the attributes of the player, such as the name. Okay. All right, so, and the nice thing with Gilded is this is perfect for if you're running like a roleplay server or D&D, because what you can do, you can add a documents listing here. So if you go to documents and let's say call it locations, and if you want to make the channel public, okay, there we go. So what you can do with this is you can create a document of the different locations that people can go back to if they forgot something, like kind of like a descriptor of a scene or a location. Say like the pub is situated in the town of Hightower, and it's the owner is the bar, or let's say the barkeep is an unruly, unkempt person with unruly hair, blonde, that stinks of or smells of elderberries. I don't know. You get the idea. I mean, you can just go along with this. So I'm just gonna type in here real quick and hit publish. And if you go back, you're gonna actually set it up here. Hey, look. Here's my document sheet of a location description, and you can also do this for character sheets as well. You don't have to have it for just one set of things. You can do a whole bunch of things that is completely up to you, that is very customizable. Now you can also do let's say there is voice chats. If you want to actually get into a live section where you're doing a game night and you want to get everybody together, that's great. You can do that too. You can do your voice channels. And the nice thing with Gilded, because it has a hierarchy of your voice channels. So let's go ahead and add in not announcements. Gonna do voice. Do tabletop game. Just a random name. All right. So this is the main lobby, right? Well, what you want to do is like, let's say you have 4 people that you want to have them go on an adventure on their own. They can do whatever. Let's go ahead and call this Journey to Hightower. They can be in that room by themselves doing the adventure. And of course, you can go ahead and have as many rooms or things as possible. And as an admin, or if you have your mods, you can keep control of everything by having like you're the voice of God. Your voice can be filtered down into all the lower rooms as well. So there's so many different things that you can do just with this aspect if you're doing a role play or a D&D session. I mean, there's also you got your media. This is a big thing. Let's see, inspirations. Yeah, I know I spelled it wrong. Whatever. So you can add in like character inspirations or world location inspirations. Like, say this is what this pub is supposed to look like, and it can be like the pub from Game of Thrones. That I forget the name of it, but it was south of the Winterfell. So that's what you can also do. I mean, you can do you can see there's so many potential things that you can do, all for free. There's nothing that you have to buy. There's no bots that you need to have running. You can set up a schedule, that a calendar. You can also do a schedule of forums. So scheduling is, like I said, is you can get together your party, say, oh, I'm available between tomorrow between 3:30 and 7:30 p.m. Okay, so everybody can go in and add their own availability. I know with Discord you needed a bot to do something that was kind of like shoehorned in. It wasn't as great. Here you got representation of who is available at what times, and what you can do. You can invite somebody. Let's say you want to go ahead. Let's add. I know you can create a an event from here. I just forgot how to do it. How did you do it? Oh, I think I needed a calendar. Yeah. So if I go back into scheduling. No? Okay. I thought you could. Maybe I could if I had another person here. Excuse me. Ah. Okay. So if you wanted to create an event, you can. By if just hovering over whoever is in this particular range, you can go ahead and create an event. Title it, this is a title. You can also select the channel. Okay, that's right there. You can change the date and time. If it's every week or bi-weekly or whatever, you can change the location, add that in. If it's a takes place online, if you're doing it over Twitch or YouTube live stream or anything like that, you can put the URL of that particular live stream or Twitch channel. You can also do a description. This is all optional. You can change the color of the event label. So let's say green. Let's go ahead, create. So it's already ahead and created the account for me, or not the account, but the event. So you can invite members and that are outside of the date range to say, hey, I think this might be interesting for you. Go ahead, search for a member, send them an invite to this event, and let them say yes, no, maybe I'm coming. But yeah. And there is your event. You can also look on upcoming days, like not an agenda, but yeah, it's like kind of an agenda for your upcoming events, the listing on there. And you can have as many as these things as you want. You can have so many events that are coming out of the wazoo. So, and like I said, you would have to use a bot on Discord in order to even come close to the power that Gilded provides you built in to the server itself. So that's just one little aspect of what you are capable of doing here on Gilded. Now, I know Discord has something they're beta testing it with a few people or a few servers, is an overview page. What an overview page is, it shows up your upcoming events, announcements, any kind of like post or anything like that comes up. It'll all be right here, so people can have at a glance what is actually happening within your server. Now, you can have open server, or you can lock it down with applications, which again, I don't believe, yeah, applications you would have to use, again, another bot to have that capability with Discord. If I'm wrong, go ahead, write in the description, say, no, that's not right. You can actually do that in Discord. And here's why, and here's what you do. Okay. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I just see how it is. Right, so you got all the different things. Like I said, you can break apart. Let's say if you're have a group, a large group that is doing multiple campaigns, you can set them up, each campaign in their own group. So let's say this is the World of Darkness group. There's a vampire. Go ahead, create the group for them, and you can exactly have what you had in the main group. You can set them up or have it completely different within the group here. It's like having a server within a server. Think of it as that way. So it's very cool how Gilded has set this up to be highly customizable, highly usability. Usability is very, very important to a lot of people, and it's the customizable. I know I keep harping on the customizability of your server, but that's the major important feature, really, of Gilded. It adds all this stuff, and I haven't even gotten to like the animated emotes, the cross-server emotes, or anything like that, which you can use. Like, you can go ahead, let's say, because I'm in a whole bunch of different servers here, so if I wanted to use servers from the Any Creator community server, I can. So I love my little mixer old mixer emotes that I cleaned up. You can post them in there. Like, as long as you're in the server, you can use it, and it's for free. You don't have to pay $10 a month to do something like this. That's ridiculous. Have an emote from a different server show up on a different server? That's not $10 a month. That should be free. That should be basic. You get that with Gilded. Let's see here. You got yeah, and also with animated emotes. You can do that too. That's something that's for free. You don't need, again, you don't need to pay $10 a month to have something that's a basic feature like that. Come on. Come on, what is this garbage? Yeah, so you can see I am a shill for Gilded. Yes, I'm not ashamed. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with Gilded that are completely built in to the system itself. I haven't even touched the making your own bot. That's easy. Go up here, go to manage bots. You want a Twitch bot? Sure, go ahead, add it. There you go. Boom, you're done. All you gotta do is change out a couple things. If you want to change out where the bot says that so and so is live, go ahead, change it by clicking on edit. And channel, where does it go? Let's go put it in the World of Vampires, World of Darkness. You can go in there. And you can change what it actually says. Hit next, hit save, and save again, and you're done. And if you don't want to have notifications come through that a certain channel was followed, you can go ahead, turn it off. Turn off, again, completely customizable, all within your server. Like this bot here, general information, you can go, it has a link to their servers, to their support server. If you want to give it a test, or if you're having some issues, go ahead, give them a run. Say, hey, I'm having some problems with a particular section of your bot. Can you help me? And of course you'll be able to get some help. Now, I mentioned applications earlier. This, especially if you're running, I'm going to use this as it's a continuing example of a RP D&D type of server. So you want to kind of lock down. You don't want just everybody coming in. You want people that are wanting to come in, that have heard about your group, or you invited them. But if they have heard of your group, you want them to fill out a form. Make sure that they're serious in joining your particular roleplay group or D&D sessions. So what you can do is you can go ahead and set up applications. So let's go ahead, edit applications. You can have a big long questionnaire. It's totally up to you. Let's go ahead. It's like, what do you, default is it gives you, why do you want to join our server? And it has an option for long, short, multiple choice, check boxes, single select, or image submission. So for something like that, you want to have like a long answer, because you don't want to restrict something like that to very, like 140 characters. It's not a tweet. An old tweet, I should say, is now what, 240 or 180? I forget. You can also have question 2. What is your favorite color? This can be a short answer. You can have it where it's optional or it's required. So this one's required. I must know your favorite color. favorite activity. And you get the idea. You can also, a description, tell them what exactly you're looking for and to fill out the questionnaires or the answer the questions truthfully, however you want to go about it. So go ahead, click on save, and this is what your form looks like. So it gives you the option. It says, what do you want to join our server? And this is the long answer. These are the short answer sections. Now, if someone fills out the application, it'll show up here that your listing of the applications that you've been receiving from potential members that want to come and join your server. So you can go ahead, check mark the deny or accept, and it gives it your status as well. So there's a lot of things that you can do. You can also have, if you don't want people to come in, if you don't want to use, I should say, if you want people to come in without using the application, uncheck it, confirm, recruitment's closed, but you can still go through and make sure that your server is open still. Yeah, I think, yeah, because it's once you turn off that, it's not going to ask for like recruitment. It's just as long as you have a link and you can join in. So here you got like, these are the server settings. So you got your typical overview. You can change the avatar, the image that shows up on the left hand side for your server listings. If people are when people are in multiple servers, it'll show all the different servers that they're part of. You can change the banner size. Again, you don't need to pay. You can do a nice looking banner and make it look real good. And a very important thing that not many people know is that you can have a URL. So on Discord side, you have to be boosted. Your server has to be boosted to level 3, or your Discord partner, and you get that for free. Discord partner is a complete, that's a whole nother story. Here I have one person, which is me, in my server, and I have the capability to have a gilded.gg / two-tone waffles / test URL I can give out to people, instead of how it is over in Discord. You get discord.gg / u2 lowercase w-h, massive letters and numbers. That's stupid. But you can also you can get that if you have a boosted level 3 on Discord, or again, like I said, you're a Discord partner. Here it's free, and it's from day one of your server existing. You can change it if you don't like the URL. You can have password 123 as your URL, whatever. It's completely up to you. So what you have to also remember is that the server URL is unique, so you can't use somebody else's. You can't use a gilded.gg / gilded. That's the official server. You can't use that because it's not going to work. So that is what you get from day one of creating a server. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to be a partner. You just get it. And of course, with other things, and then you get emotes. With this, yes, you get unlimited emotes, pretty much. I think What? I think there is a server that has like close to 1,000 emotes that, and that's ludicrous having to go through the scrolling through the emo picker. I mean, that is ridiculous, but you have the option. You're not relegated to, um, you can only use what 10 emotes and 20, no, I think it's like 20 emotes, but 10 animated ones. You can have 1,000 animated emotes. If you want to, go ahead, knock yourself out. Privacy is the same. You can have a private default server invite or open entry. So this is what I was trying to find. I forgot where it was. So you can use it where you want people to have an application. You'll go ahead through it. If you turn off the application process, people can still get into your server as long as they have the invite. No problem. Or you can have open entry. People can join the server even without an invite. They see your server, click in it, and they're in. No worries. You can also have your server be discoverable within the listing. You don't have to have 1,000 members and like an overly active chat. You can have a server with one person in it that has been created, and it'll show up in the listing. It's mind-blowing, really. Notifications, that's usual. You got integrations, you got your Discord server template. So what that means is that if you're coming from Discord, you can save out a Discord template from your old server and import it into your Guilded. I have a video that is a quick way to do that. It's like a 2-minute video. It's a very simple process. You can set up a Twitch extension, so you can have a little icon, not icon, but a section shows up underneath your Twitch account or in the about page underneath your video player. Same thing for turn on all sorts of cool integrations by connecting your Patreon account to Guilded, so they have integration with Patreon. You can also do different size widgets that you can embed on websites and stuff like that. So if you want to go ahead, copy this iframe code and put it in your website. So you have this block that shows exactly what your server is all about with a link to follow and join it. You can also do webhooks. I'm not really going to get into webhooks right now because that's a whole nother video now. Actually, I do have a video on webhooks. I'll probably make an updated one, but it's all pretty much the same thing. You set up a webhook that brings in information from outside sources that you can go through and brings it into your Guilded server. Level rewards, same thing. You can set up a level reward to how many people are active in your chat. They can gain a different level, and you can set it up to they gain permissions to upload videos into the media or pictures, whatever. It's totally up to you. Subscriptions. Guilded has had this for quite some time, that you can set up a subscription that people can subscribe to your server. You can set up different tiers. You can do a gold, silver, and bronze tier at different price points. So you can do that. And you see this here. Guilded only takes 2.5% after payment processing fees, half the amount taken by popular alternatives like Patreon. So they take very little fee and whatever your subscription is. So you can also set that up, like if you want to set up people to have, they want to subscribe to get perks with your server. They get special perks and special sections and all sorts of stuff. Again, customizable, up to you. You figure it out. You deal with it. And it's all through Stripe. So there is that. You also have your user management. You have your invite section here. And if you ban anybody, it'll show up here. So that's pretty much it for a quick look at the server settings. All right, and let's see. think that is about it. So yeah, it's there's a lot that you can do within your this is, like I said, this is a quick, let's learn Gilded real quick just to show you guys what is possible. This is just the tip of the iceberg, what you can actually do with your Gilded server. And it's the possibilities are endless, and exactly what you can do, how you can set it up. You can have it as simple as possible, or you can have a very overly complicated system. It's, again, the tools are there for you to do all this with. There are no restrictions that say you have to have 1,000 members and you have to have this ungodly amount of chat activity within your server in order to have these particular restrictions lifted off of your server. It's kind of, there is not, I think with those particular things, Discord is kind of punishing you if you don't have an active server, or if you don't have a large server. If you don't have a large server, well, you can't be in a discovery. If you don't have a large server, you can't be a partner. Well, that's kind of with Gilded. There is a partner program here as well with Gilded, but I'm pretty sure that the requirements are a lot less strenuous than what Discord is. They pretty much, from what my understanding is that all they want is you to be a functional, I'm not going to say functional. That's a wrong word. You can be brain dead, but no, as long as you're an active member and you're actively promoting the Gilded brand and what it is, I'm sure you can probably get into the Gilded with a little couple of caveats and stuff like that. There's also, they're not restricting you on like your emotes, and you can only have so many different things, and it's the world is open that you're not limited to what you can do or what the possibilities are available to you. It's pretty much, here's our tool set, use it. If you don't use a particular tool within our set, that's okay, have fun. It's just a great place that I wish a lot more people would actually come over, test it out, play with it, start up a server, see how you like it, ask questions in the official Gilded server or whatnot, and just have fun. Just start using it for like a good month and see what you like about it. I know there's some things that could be a little bit better. I mentioned this a couple streams ago, that the forum implementation is, I do like Discord's implementation of it, because you create a topic and it looks like this. So of course it has that old school forum feel to it. Don't get me wrong, that's perfect. That's a forum is a forum, math is math. It's, what's this Common Core crap, right? But it's the fact that it kind of it doesn't feel up to date. It kind of harkens back to the past. Yes, it can be improved. It's probably on the list of improvements, but they were more worried about getting an API out to the public, which they did back in November, and that's the reason why we got these cool bots out now, and the world is an oyster. And I hope Couchbot, please come to Gilded. I would love to switch my bot that from Discord over to Gilded. Please, I beg of you, come, please. But no, enough begging. Get off your knees. But yeah, there's a potential for a lot of bots, and they are being built. It will just take some time. Discord wasn't built as it is now in a day. It took many years for them to get to where they are now. The same thing with Gilded. And like I said, I just wish a lot more people would give it a time of day, play with it, see the potential of it, instead of just laughing and say, oh, it's just a Discord clone, whatever. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. If you have any questions, do be sure to put them in the comments down below on the YouTube video of this on the live feed, or not the live feed, but the replay, if you're watching this after the fact. And I would love to actually see you guys here on our Gilded server. It's the Indie Creator Hub. I do have the links in the description down below. Go ahead, click on that. Other than that, thank you for coming by and watching. And I'll see you next week. We'll do another live taping. And I'll have the 2 Glimish videos set up for this Saturday and the one following. So yeah. Have a good night. And I'll see you later.